Zubeen Garg has been cremated with full state honours at Kamarkuchi Village on the outskirts of Guwahati today. His mortal remains, draped in Assamese Gamosa, were taken to the cremation site in a flower-decked ambulance as lakhs of people gathered to bid adieu to the cultural icon on his final journey. Fans chanted Jai Zubeen Da and sang Mayabini, one of his most popular songs and a song that Zubeen had said should be sung or played when he dies. Chief Minister of Assam Himanta Biswa Sarma, the Union Minister Kiren Rijiju, as well as other dignitaries including Pabitram Margarita and Sarbananda Sonowal paid homage to the singer during his last rites. Jyotirmoy Hazarika, he's a senior journalist who's joining me on the telecast with me. Jyotirmoy, such a sad day for us all in our country, for the music industry, for Bollywood and the 40 other languages and dialects that Zubeen sang in different industries across the country. What is it, his legacy that he leaves behind?
Yeah, you see, it was an emotion. So it was a larger point to say, if you can say that it was an emotion. He was a revolution, the name of a revolution. It was the name of an emotion of the entire nation. The people of Assam could see themselves in his songs, which was, he was ruling in Assam for a decade, for 3 decades almost, like 1992 till 2025. It's almost a journey of around 33 years. And people could see themselves in his songs. And he was a person who was always with the people of Assam. And he could have been the highest revenue-paying, tax-paying singer in India, but he deliberately, on his own, left Mumbai, and he said that I have a lot of things to do for Assam. I have a lot of things to do for the people of Assam. That's why I came back to Assam. And the people of Assam saw him as a legend. If you see the cultural arena of Assam, then this Zubeen Garg, the name itself is enough. He was a dinosaur in the entire cultural arena of the Northeast, you can say, especially if you talk about Assam.
Yes.
Then he was a colossal figure in Assam.
Yeah.
The songs that he has written, the things he has composed, he was a poet, he was a singer, he was a composer, he was a lyricist, he was a filmmaker, he was a director, he was an actor, such a versatile personality. And more than it, he was a person from Assam, he was a person for the people of Assam.
Yeah.
That's why people of Assam could
stay
see.
On with me. There's fresh information coming in. The Assam government has released an official statement on the demise of Zubeen Garg. The statement reads that on the eternal journey of the people's beloved artist Zubeen Garg, the eternal rhythm of our land, the government of Assam offers deepest homage and profound grief. The statement further reads that the beloved Zubeen Garg shall remain eternal and that his voice will forever echo in the hearts and souls of Assam. Nibir Deko on the telecast with me. Nibir, lakhs of people that have gathered for his last rites. What's the scene on the ground?
Well, absolutely, Megha. I have been traveling in and around Guwahati today, especially near the crematorium, and have interacted with at least 100 of persons. All of them are very emotional. These are spontaneous crowds, Megha. They have not been invited to a rally or to a meeting. They have come by themselves on their big vehicles, on their bikes, on their autos, and even in their cycles. And all of them have spontaneously come. Since morning, they have been camping near the crematorium and also trying to enter Guwahati. In front of me, I have seen at least 10,000 of vehicles coming together and some even going by, just walking towards the crematorium site. And all of this movement, all of this hustle and bustle is because they just want to have the last glimpse of the mortal remains of Zubeen Garg and also to attend the funeral ceremony which is being held today. Why this? Because of the connection that they have with the singer, and also they feel that Zubeen Garg is a part of their family, and whenever someone in the family expires, people visit to the. Is what happened where thousands of people, lakhs of people have gathered. They all feel Zubeen is an extension of their family. And that is a sentiment that we have seen on ground today when they have visited the cremation site and interacted with people, with different people, and they have said that they feel that it is a personal loss and they are here to mourn about that loss. Megha, back to you.
Right. Nibir, you know, his family, of course, is devastated. But you know, tributes pouring in. Prime Minister Narendra Modi himself expressed his shock and grief when the news came in that Zubeen had died due to drowning while he was in Singapore to perform at a concert. You know, Assam Chief Minister has also penned his grief and expressed his condolences to the family. There are other leaders, there are other celebrities, singers from all across the globe, from Bollywood, from Bengal, who have paid their condolences. There has been you know, a 21-gun salute that has also been offered to Zubeen Garg. So, how big a loss it is for the music industry, for the state of Assam, and of course the due importance that has been given to Zubeen for the huge cultural contributions that he has made in his lifetime.
Well, Megha, when I talk about how big of a loss it is, I have to speak as an Assamese person, not as a reporter. And when I speak as an Assamese myself, this is one of the biggest loss because Zubeen was a binding force in our civilization. He has appeal across caste, across linguistic barriers, across religion. So when you see the numbers that have come up, they belong to people across different religions, across different languages, and across different caste and creed. And that has been the outpouring of love for Zubeen. And it is a big monumental loss for Assam because he was not a singer, he was not just a musician, he was sort of a civilizational leader. And when a civilizational leader passes away, it is going to be a big loss for the state, because he was not just making music, but he was actively involved in making films and also actively involved in the cultural world of the state. So with his passing, it is a big setback to the recent momentum gain in the film industry, also in the cultural sphere as well. And what the biggest miss will be the feeling of having Zubeen Garg as a brother. Today, youths have come up to the streets because they see him as a brother. We call him Zubeen Da. Da means brother. So that feeling of a brother going away from their own life has hit people really hard.
Yeah.
And what we see today is exactly that.
Yeah, the huge outpouring of people for the love, for the support, for, you know, the fandom of Zubeen Garg knows no bounds, because it's not just people from Assam, they're people from across the country that have gathered in huge numbers to pay their last tributes. In fact, latest information coming in, the Assam Minister Ashok Singhal has given a statement saying that Zubeen Garg was an artist whose heart was as vast as the ocean, which was cherished by countless devoted fans. This comes after the Assamese singer who lost his life due to a scuba diving mishap in Singapore on 19th of September. He was laid to rest today. They'll be coming back to you. Of course, political leaders are obviously expressing their grief. They are lauding the big contributions that have been made by Zubeen Garg. Now, you know, the state honors that have been offered to Zubeen Garg during his funeral. Were you able to speak to the family members?
Well, Zubeen Garg is survived by his wife and his father. His father is extremely weak today because he is already in the hospital because of his illness. His wife has taken this incident in a very difficult way. It's a very difficult time for her. So it was not possible for us to speak with his wife. But what we have spoken, with whom we have spoken to, is his close circle and also his close friends and also a lot of people. And after speaking to more than 100 people in the last 3 days, what I have gathered is the irreplaceable loss that they feel. His close ones are extremely gutted by the situation. They have had Zubeen Garg as a strong presence in their life, and he had always been supportive of their actions. And with his passing away, they feel that they have been orphaned by Zubeen Garg, and also the very fact that this feeling has been resonated by lakhs of people in the state tells you the kind of impact Zubeen Garg has in their life. And that is what we have seen today, the outpouring of love.
Yes, absolutely.
These scenes are unprecedented.
Absolutely. In fact, Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma also posted on X later today after paying his last respects to Zubeen Garg. In the post that he has shared images of himself paying tribute to the singer and wrote that the last time that I got to see beloved Zubeen Garg, and from now on he will live in Assam's soul and its heart. Jyotirmoy Hazarika back on the telecast with me. Jyotirmoy, it's important to note that the Chief Minister of Assam himself has come to partake in the funeral ceremony. He has lauded the contributions that have been provided by Zubeen, which are irreplaceable, and the fact that there has been a 21 gun salute, state honors that have been bestowed on Zubeen Garg goes on to show not just his popularity amongst the masses, but the contributions that have been made by Zubeen Garg that are a national treasure.
Yes, Megha, you will be surprised to see to learn a fact that I was there yesterday in his commission to pay my homage to Zubeen, and I was also there when his dead body was carried out by the airplane, Indian aircraft flight number I think 1197 or something like that. The whole night, people were on the roads to pay their last homage to Zubeen. This was unexpected. This was completely unexpected. This disease was a totally irreparable damage to the society of Assam. And to the fact that you were asking about Chief Minister paying his homage, I told you once that he was a colossal figure, and that his might can be understood by the fact that almost more than 10 lakhs people continue to came to Guwahati to pay their last homage. It is recorded as a Lingua Book of Records as the fourth largest gathering of people on a funeral ceremony. I mean, this is a huge crowd. I mean, that you can understand his popularity. You can understand how people were crying on the roads. How people, right from 8 years old to 80 years old, people were making their queues and the heat, sunlight, and trying to make their way to pay their homage to their beloved artist. By this, I think you can understand that his figure was a dinosaur figure. It's a colossal figure. I'm mentioning it repeatedly.
Yeah.
And the fact that even Chief Minister's father was a good poet, is a very great poet. And when Chief Minister requested Zubeen, he made some tunes to Chief Minister's father's poems. I mean, in a single day, he made around 5 or 6 poems into songs. Zubeen, that was he. And he was loved by everybody. As I said, it's a colossal figure. You cannot compare anything to him. When I was there, I saw everybody paying their homages, people waiting in their queues for 2 hours, 3 hours in the broad daylight. And it was warm inside. Still, people were thronging in the day for yesterday and yesterday also.
Yes, we can see that outpouring, huge number of people. They are reusing their mobile phones to record those last rites. Just a memory that they would take back and cherish in their lifetime. Unfortunate incident that has taken place. In fact, there are singers from across the country that are also paying homage. Singer Papan and his wife have also attended Zubeen Garg's last rites in Assam. The couple paid their final respects to the late musician. During the final respects, Singer Papan placed his hat on Zubeen's casket as a mark of tribute. The heartfelt gesture struck an emotional chord online, with fans calling it a fitting tribute to one of Assam's most cherished voices. Nibir, singers, including Papa, who was also his contemporary, who Zubeen has worked with in not just in the Assamese music industry, but also Bollywood. Both these singers gained a lot of fame, adulation in Bollywood. The fact that this is an untimely demise of his friend, of his contemporary, professional that Papan has worked in the past. How alike is Papan and Zubeen's journey been from being local talent in Assam to then going about creating massive waves in the Bollywood industry?
Well, Megha, Zubeen and Papan both had a breakthrough in Bollywood, and that is the similarity in their journey. But they are exactly not contemporaries in the sense that Zubeen's breakthrough came a decade earlier than Papan, even more so. And Zubeen's involvement in the is not just limited to the music industry, but overall he has made films and is also actively involved in the cultural works of Assam, and also he has been a binding force in the Northeast in the sense that he has sang more than 38,000 songs, and in his 38,000 songs are not all about the Assamese language. He has sung in Bangla, he has sung in Pok-Bodok language, which is an indigenous language in Tripura, and other languages. Meanwhile, Papan has also been a great performer, a great representative of Assam, and he has been doing really good work in Bombay industry as well. But Zubeen and Papan are very much alike. Zubeen's journey. It is said that Zubeen walked so that others could run, and exactly what that means is that Zubeen started the initiation, and based on that initiation, others followed in that path, and they have found their own ways of life and ways of living in the Bombay industry. And coming back to Zubeen, Zubeen's connection is not just limited to music. He has been beyond music for some time now, and Papan also has immense respect for Zubeen. He attended his last mortal rites at the Saru Hojai Stadium yesterday, wherein he has stated that I cannot be another Zubeen Garg. I am the younger brother, and I cannot take his place because I don't have that kind of energy. So both had a lot of mutual respect for each other. Both had earlier collaborated music as well. Respect has been evident with what Papan has been talking about Zubeen Garg.
A 21-gun salute was fired in honor of Zubeen Garg during his final journey in Assam today, as he was laid to rest with full state honors. This gesture marked a tribute to the legendary Assamese singer who passed away due to a scuba diving mishap in Singapore. Coming back to you, the government also acknowledges and recognizes the contributions that have been made, that have allowed for Zubeen to stay in the hearts of the people, his fans across the country, but also a national treasure. And this is reflective in the full state honors that have been bestowed on Zubeen Garg.
Well, the state honors shows you the kind of backing and love this government has given to him, which is a full state honor has been given. In the last 2 days, dry day has been declared. Also, government of Meghalaya has cooperated, and they have also given dry day in parts of Meghalaya. And the shopping establishments are all closed. All the activities of the state has come to a standstill, but not all of it is backed by the state. The public themselves have also stopped their shops and everything, because this is not a state-sponsored event. Everyone feels equally responsible, and that is the reason you see public not going to the market. All of them are out on the streets paying the last homage to Zubeen Garg, and the government has also given a full backing and a full support to the last funeral movements of Zubeen Garg. They have given a 21-gun salute, a fully backed state funeral. That shows you the kind of respect Zubeen Garg had in these parts.
Zubeen, in fact, popular Assamese singer Zubli Barua also attended the final rites of singer Zubeen, with whom she shared a long long-standing professional bond. Both singers shared the stage at Bihu festivals for over 2 decades, with Zubli Barwa looking visibly distraught during the proceedings. Jyotirmoy, the connection that Zubeen had built with various artists through his professional and personal journey as a singer, as a musician, again I'm pointing out to the fact that he did not just sing in the Assamese language. He was equally popular in the Bengali music circle, in the Hindi music circle. There are 40 languages and dialects that he performed in, that he sang in, and this is also reflective of the, like I said, you know, the undying connection that he built with various singers. And you see one of the singers, Zubli Barwa, attending the final rites, and the life of Zubli that was touched by Zubeen, the fire band singer, performer that he was.
Right, Megha, I had seen Jubilee yesterday also when I was going, when I was paying my homage to Zubeen. At that time she was crying. I saw her the entire day crying yesterday. So she had a connection, actually more than anybody else. She had a very good connection with Zubeen, and as such, probably the grief that has saddened her is more than anybody else. More than that, actually, I mean, Zubeen actually, I know Zubeen from 1993 onwards, you can say. I was, my neighbor, who was my childhood friend, Sabin Kumar Das, alias Rabu, he was a drummer, and Zubeen used to go there when he was nobody, actually. Zubeen used to go there in Sabin's house, and he used to practice there, he used to sleep there, he used to play there, he used to stay the whole day and night there, actually. So from we know Zubeen from those days, actually. So he's a different type of personality. He's a totally different type of personality. He never listens to anybody. He's always in a mood called in a damn care mood. I mean, he used to say in Assamese there is a phrase we use. It's a very popular term, statement that he has made. Khenta kaku care nakolu. I mean, I don't care anybody. Who's whatever it is, whatever I feel, I will speak. And thus, he used to speak against the established norms of the society. He used to speak against the politicians. He used to speak, I mean, he didn't care anything. He didn't care anything to speak about, to speak bad about the very established politicians also. If he feels like, he'll speak.
Yeah,
and he
absolutely.
never cares for anybody.
Absolutely. Now, veteran playback legend Udit Narayan, remember the late musician, not just as a gifted talent, but also a genuine artist and a person. Udit Narayan shared the stage with Zubeen on multiple occasions in the past. He stated that Zubeen Garg was a very popular singer and a lovely human being who was a genius, as he could sing in 40 different languages, saying he shouldn't have gone at such a young age. Coming back to you, Nibir, like I said, the condolences pouring in from all quarters. The Hindi film industry is distraught that they have lost this musical gem. And it is definitely going to impact Bollywood, impact the music industries across the country. Now, also touching upon this facet of Zubeen, that he cared for animals. He strongly advocated support for animals. His love for animals was quite apparent because 4 of his pet dogs were also brought in by family members. In fact, his wife was carrying those dogs in her arms for them to pay their final tribute to Zubeen.
Well, Megha, Zubeen was an absolute animal lover. He once said that the only reason that he doesn't have a chicken as his pet is otherwise he would also stop eating chicken. He used to like all animals, and he was a big animal lover. He used to keep all animals, many animals in his own residence. He used to rescue them as well. And PETA India has given a special tribute post just for Zubeen Garg because he has been such a big ambassador. He talked about animal cruelty, animal sacrifice. He was speaking against animal sacrifices done in temples, and which led to a lot of controversy back in the day. So Zubeen Garg was one of the first person to speak against that. So that shows you the kind of person he was. He was very associated with animal He was talking about animal rights all the time. And the tribute that has come from Udit Narayan shows you the kind of respect that he had in the industry. Udit Narayan is one of the biggest voices in the music industry, and he had good relationship with not just Udit Narayan, with KK, with Arijit Singh, and all these big voices in the music industry who have all paid their tributes. Musician San has also given a tribute to him. The kind of relations that he had made what Zubeen Garg is actually.
Actor Randeep Hooda has also paid his tribute to Zubeen Garg with a post on X saying, "Legends never die, they live on through their art. Zubeen Garg will always be with us through his songs." This comes as tributes pour in from all corners for this singer. Jyotirmoy, a response from you about the contributions, not just like you said, it's not just in the music industry. He was a firebrand public figure who spoke his mind, like you said. He supported a lot of campaigns, a lot of initiatives, and was not fearful of calling out the wrongs that were being done by the society. Even when he was speaking against powerful people who were committing wrongdoings in the society, talking about a legend that he is and the legacy that he has left behind. Many singers have idolized him. He was a role model for several budding, upcoming young singers as well. If you could shed light into that aspect of his life where he influenced, where he molded, where he was a guide and a mentor to hundreds and thousands of Indians who wanted to emulate him.
Right, Megha. Since we were talking about love for animals, I would like to add one point just once. That have you seen any man in this world adopting a rhinoceros? Zubeen was the only man in the entire world probably who had adopted one rhinoceros. Is a national state animal for Assam, rhinoceros, an endangered species which is there in Kaziranga, and he adopted one rhinoceros. Just imagine that was the kind of love he had for animals. And now, talking about as a role model in the society, Zubeen used to uplift the young talents always, even if he is there in Mumbai, whether it is there in Guwahati, whether it is there in Mumbai, he used to publicly boost their morals. He used to sing for others also. And even though he was a good composer, it's unparalleled. He was a composer, he was a musician, he was a lyricist, he was a poet, actor, director, as I mentioned, everything. But still, he used to boost up the morals of the young talents, and he used to, sing the songs written by some other people also. And they were benefited by, because he's a colossal figure, as I mentioned. If he comes or his poster is there in their albums, obviously albums get a very good selling and all, good business. And Zubeen used to promote the youngsters, invariably, like anybody, if he comes, if he thinks that he's a good singer, he's a good lyricist, he's a good, actor, whatever it is, he used to promote them. And that is how he became a popular figure also. And a very kind-hearted person from inside.
Yeah.
Work for everybody. You'll be surprised to learn that he used to have around 45 to 60 stage shows during the Rangali Bihu celebrations. And for every stage shows, he used to get around 8 to 10 lakhs rupees. But at the date, today, the kind of philanthropy he used to do, that in his account only less than 20,000 rupees was there.
Yeah.
You can imagine the kind of philanthropy he was, philanthropist
right.
he was.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for joining me, and thank you Nibir for giving us those updates from Assam, from Guwahati, where the last rites were performed of the legendary singer Zubeen Garg. On that note, I slip into a short break. Thanks for watching NewsX.